Okay, so I'm also going to show you how to make biscuits that you put in the oven. It's pretty standard, just HEB jumbo flaky biscuits. It makes a total of 8 biscuits. So the next most important thing that we look at is the instructions. So your instructions are here. It says we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So step 1, we're going to go to the oven and we're going to heat the oven to 350 degrees. So we're going to turn the oven on. It needs to be set to 350 degrees. So we're going to press bake. So you guys have 350 degrees here. I'm going to press start. And what should happen from here, it's going to start preheating. So in 6 minutes, it'll be ready to cook our biscuits. Okay, so now you might be wondering, how am I actually going to get to the biscuits? Well, there's this little silver tab on the biscuits itself. And what it tells you to do is peel for directions. So I'm going to put my fingernail there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it and then I'm going to peel it. Notice you see a bunch of brown paper. And then what we're going to do, there's a line where it says it's sealed. Now it says take a spoon at the seam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a spoon out. And I'm just going to poke the seam. Be prepared, there's a noise. And then there are your biscuits. Open them up. Okay, so now I have my tray here with the biscuits that are open. I'm going to use some olive oil spray. Spam works just fine. A little bit of oil or butter. And then so that's going to make sure my biscuits don't stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the biscuits. And it looks like you peel them. And they just come right apart. So it says put them 1 inch apart. So I'm going to put them relatively close. Looks like we're going to be able to fit about 9 on here. Move them on over. You can be strategic in your placement where they have more space away from one another. So for example, I'll put this one in the middle of these right here. And so what I do is I have these biscuits now. They're all placed separate lengths from one another. And it doesn't look like any of them are going to touch. And that's very important. So our next step is going to be placing them in the oven once the oven's preheated. The timers went off to let us know that the oven is preheated. And so now what we need to do is we need to grab our pan of biscuits here. And we're going to go ahead and place them inside the oven. So our third instruction says bake 13 to 16 minutes or until golden brown. So what I need to do now, we need to come to the oven and set a timer. So I'm reading, it says clock, timer cancel, auto clean, bake, custom broil, start time. So I think it's going to be the cook time because that's how long the biscuits are going to cook. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 13 minutes and we're going to press start. So then we have a timer for 13 minutes. Notice how my timer's about to go off for the oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to press, it should, let's see what happens when it presses end here. So, okay, I just pressed start time again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the oven, pull out the tray, and I'm going to look and see if that golden brown. These are a little bit overcooked, but they look pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them sit here on the side and let them rest until they cool down.